fascist?
Yes, I do.
No one has ever been more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
Hey, him and shut down the Senate! We are at war!
We're at a war right now.
We are at war.
So you have to be willing to do whatever is necessary in order to save the country.
And that's why the gloves are off.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And yes, there are many threats to democracy. We see it with these extreme candidates.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
You can only push people so far, and then they start to take matters into their own hands.
Supporters racist as well. That MAGA symbol has come to represent something. It is the new Nazi symbol. It is the new hood.
Because they're not a party, right? They're Sinn Féin to the IRA. They're the PLO to Hamas. They're a dime store front for a terrorist movement.
The Republican Party is basically a domestic terrorist cell at this point, and they should be treated as such.
There are elements of the GOP that are starting to look like the jihadists.
Not a political party. They're a white nationalist movement. They're a fascist threat to our nation. That's not hyperbolic. That's academic.
Would have once seemed hyperbolic, but it increasingly does feel like the Republican Party has become a death cult, and it's all about Donald Trump.
There is no alternative right now because the Republican Party project today is a fascist authoritarian project.
Fact is, Republicans in Congress are still in the grip of the ultra-MAGA agenda.
Party of dupes, party of knuckleheads, party of weirdos, party of freaks. So that is a simple message. And underneath that, it's the party of nothing.
It has become an authoritarian embracing cult. It is fascist.
We take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue with their allies in the Congress of the United States.
Trump's modern-day Gestapo is scooping folks up off the streets. They're in unmarked vans, wearing masks, being shipped off to foreign torture dungeons. No chance to mount a defense, not even a chance to kiss a loved one goodbye, just grabbed up by masked agents, shoved into those vans, and
The old films of the Gestapo grabbing people off the streets of Poland, and you compare them to those nondescript thugs who grabbed that student, that graduated student, it does look like a Gestapo operation. You know, my dad served in Second World War. He fought the Nazis in Northern Africa. He fought the Nazis on the Italian peninsula. And I think he's looking down right now and he's happy that I'm fighting today's Nazis.
Because if we just roll this clock on the wall back 75 years, we'd be looking at a time in Nazi Germany where people ran around with signs like this new ICE sign that says, report all foreign invaders to ICE, with Uncle Sam there holding up the sign. This could have been a Gestapo member 75 years ago. Report all Jews.
It's not just that Donald Trump poses a threat to democracy. It's that Donald Trump only cares about himself. This is a populist looking to serve his own interest and harm other people and dismantle our democracy and make it just about himself. This is a guy who's doing it on behalf of Putin.
Do you think Trump cares about any of his supporters? I think he's only ever cared about himself. He's still a greasy pig.
He's still a greasy pig.
He said that a hallmark of strongman leaders is they don't care about their followers. Loathes Donald Trump. Things like a lunatic and a criminal, someone corrupt who's bankrupted people. That the goal for all of us to save our republic has to be to keep Donald Trump far away, make sure he never gets anywhere near the Oval Office again.
The threat that Donald Trump is to this nation.
Cult of authoritarian personality in league with autocrats and kleptocrats and dictators all over the world. Everybody has to follow Donald Trump like a monarch. That's what the election is going to be about. Democracy and freedom versus dictatorship and authoritarianism.
Do we want to remain a democracy, or do we want to take this hard turn into an autocracy and taking direct aim at our democracy? There are autocratic-leaning remarks he has made in recent weeks and months, such as ones that echo Hitler.
Extreme measures taken to fundamentally change the course of the country, or we're all going to die. Trying to get rid of the form of government that we have and install something else.
To the degree that the country's in any decline, it is the threat of a second Trump term. America becoming a threat, which is what it becomes, a threat to the world order if Trump is reelected, is a known, to quote Don Rumsfeld. America can survive one Trump term. It won't survive a second.
It was a primary, didn't work out to oust Donald Trump. There was a chance for leaders like Mitch McConnell to literally have Donald Trump barred from ever holding federal office again. They didn't do it. The Republican Party will not save us here. We cannot wait for the Republican Party to wake up. Nothing is going to happen inside the Republican Party other than efforts to get Donald Trump what he wants, which is to get rid of our form of government. The only way the country gets saved is if Republicans, our project of the Republican Party is to install a strongman form of government in the United States and get rid of democracy. And that is the project of electing Donald Trump. Because what we've learned from history is that no, there isn't a magic bullet. The courts don't save you. No individual institution saves you. All that stuff. Hitler in 1933 was talking about his designs on America. And Hitler described you could get Americans to give up their own democracy and to be ready for a fascist takeover.
Haunting.
And that's what Hitler himself explained. He part of the Hitlerian conspiracy for Americans getting rid of their democracy. And this stuff doesn't change. It's the same playbook. It's a disaster. We need extreme measures. I mean, it's just that simple.
Adam Kinzinger was just tweeting about Trump's speech. He said he'll be gone in a year. But what do you do about all the people that are now conditioned to have an appetite and hunger for a strong man?
Donald Trump was mulling whether our national abortion ban was going to be 15 weeks or 16
He's looking for a number he likes.
He likes 16 because it sounds round. Some of the most fundamental decisions you will ever make in your life with massive relational consequences, massive consequences, intergenerational consequences for your family, huge economic consequences. The basic freedoms of your life should be decided by Donald Trump deciding which number he thinks looks prettier when it's embroidered on a hat.
Music to commemorate the life, the now ended life of Charlie Kirk. And I hope you'll all join me in this meaningful moment.
I guess Rocco will never be able to float. Oh, well, too bad. Bye, Rocco.
Thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
But I'm confused as to how you thought the revolution was going to be magically bloodless.
This wasn't the one we were hoping for, but a welcome surprise nonetheless. Rest in peace, you won't be missed, Charlie.
I just heard that someone shot Charlie Kirk? Dang it. Shucks.
Fuck your homie dead. Fuck your homie dead. He got shot in the head. Fuck your homie dead.
For saying this. Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that. Evil. Evil. Murder is bad. She is evil. Have not said. Why are you being so hateful?
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back up?
Can you not put the camera in my face?
I'm sitting here. You walked up to me.
Okay, well,
I don't want this. I said rest in peace.
Okay, and I can
just leave it alone. Please don't come after me. I want to be left alone.
I'm not emotional, ma'am. Don't tell me what I am and what I'm not. You can get out of my face because I could tell you what you are, but you won't like it.
You're being aggressive. You're being aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive. My voice is very calm. You're calling me aggressive because I'm a black woman.
Not at all.
No, we're not. I'm very calm right now. You bring racism to it. Why are you?
Come on now.
Like the racist. I just said I don't want to talk to you.
I just don't want. I don't want.
You like terrorism? Eye for an eye. I think the only thing that went wrong that day was that Trump wasn't standing behind him getting a secondhand bullet.
Hey! What, you worried I'm gonna stain your fucking signs that are telling lies to people? Why would you I'm so sorry. God! Kids still can't change their gender. We fucking tried to talk to you, assholes. I just tried to talk to you. Alright then. I think we're good. Just we try to keep it. If you enjoy getting the stain out. Hi.
Hello. Could you please not do that?
Why?
Because this is our stuff.
Can you please not do this?
We're allowed to table here. We actually have a permit.
Yeah?
Yeah, we do.
I'm not touching you. I'm grabbing your phone.
Well, that's yeah. You can't touch his phone.
I'm not touching your phone. I'm covering the camera.
Okay.
You're not touching it. Why are you here?
Because we have a right to be here. Why are you here?
Because I have a right to be here. About kids.
Okay, so why are you damaging our stuff?
Behold the tolerant left.
I just posted a video this morning talking to individuals who are posting ratchet shit about Charlie Kirk crashing out. I told you. And now I'm seeing prominent conservative accounts saying, I want screenshots. We want to know who these people are who have been celebrating what happened to Charlie Kirk yesterday. We coming for all of them. They're coming for your jobs. I am seeing people who are losing very, very high-paying jobs. High-paying jobs. They are like paying. They don't have a retirement anymore because they got fired. They walked in their job this morning and were told, "Turn the fuck around. Don't come in here. We will mail your belongings to you." Bye, Felicia. This is what happens when you side with evil. Because making fun of this blessed man who did nothing but wake up young people and bring common sense back to this country, celebrating what happened to him yesterday, you wretched. You should have spent your time doing something constructive instead of trying to tear him down. He left a beautiful young wife and 2 children behind. What if it was your ass? What if it was your ass? You talk about defund the police, but the police is the first people you call when somebody is following behind you too close. You are the violent party. The Democrats are terrorists at this point. You are the violent party. We don't do nothing to you. We don't show up at your events. We don't talk to you. We don't want to smell you. We don't want to look at you. We stay away from you. But y'all can't stay away from us, can you? Now, I warned you people. I warned you. And now you're going to reap what you sowed. Everybody on this app who has been making these videos celebrating what happened to Charlie Kirk, you're probably going to lose your job.
Some stupid comments about Charlie Kirk on the day that he was shot. I said some things on Blue Sky and on Threads that I'm sorry, not sorry for, but I said them and I deleted them when it was requested that I do so by my employer. And then today on a weekend, I'm told that I am no longer employed at Microsoft. After 6 years, building the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Department from scratch, I lose my job because one of you, some random person, reports my posts to my employer, goes out of their way to find out where I work and takes my job, takes my security away from me for a thought, for an opinion, and you talk about freedom of speech like you care about it, and you're just going to take my money, my life, my food off my plate because I don't like Charlie Kirk? That's not okay. It is not okay to target me because I felt joy that day. I can't help how I feel. I felt joy. That's me. That's what I believe. That's what I think of him. I can't help that. So I don't deserve a job?
Yesterday at 5 p.m., I was fired from my job for posting a video saying I don't care about Charlie Kirk's death. That was my job. That was wasn't really just my job. It was my identity too. That's been my whole career.
Some American workers have had their jobs placed on the chopping block after publicly mocking the assassination of Charlie Kirk in Utah on September 10th. Immediately after the shooting, graphic video footage of Kirk's death spread online, along with cruel jokes about the right-wing influencer.
White cups that I got that drink, could be purple or could be pink. He had it coming, he only had himself to blame.
I mean, I'm not saying I wish death upon someone, but that's what I'm f***ing saying for this motherfucker.
A number of American companies have sacked their workers, from Delta pilots to MSNBC pundits and public school teachers, after they were found mocking the disturbing assassination. In a social media post, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said that American Airlines pilots who were caught celebrating the assassination were immediately grounded and removed from service. Delta Airlines also suspended a number of employees after they shared social media posts that went well beyond healthy, respectful debate. Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee called for a Middle Tennessee State University employee to be fired after she wrote, "Looks like old Charlie spoke his fate into existence. Hate begets hate. Zero sympathy." The university told CNN the employee was fired effective immediately. GOP Rep Nancy Mace of South Carolina also called for the firing of a public school teacher, who posted online that America became greater after the assassination. The district later told local news that the teacher was no longer employed with the district. MSNBC analyst Matthew Dowd was axed from the network after he seemed to imply, just moments after the shooting on air, that Kirk's awful words led awful actions to take place.
And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt.
And that's the unfortunate environment we're in.
An Office Depot employee at a Michigan store was fired after allegedly refusing to print flyers about Charlie Kirk for a customer. The company called the incident completely unacceptable and insensitive.
So, unfortunately,
So if they say they don't print political propaganda.
There even appears to be a coordinated effort behind the widespread firings with a doxing site called Expose Charlie's Murderers that gathered information about people who made posts about Kirk. The site, whose domain was registered anonymously and is no longer accessible, said it had received nearly 30,000 submissions as of Saturday. In some cases, online supporters of Kirk are even taking matters into their own hands to get mockers fired from their jobs.
Hi, my name is Quinn Pratt, and I like going on the internet and finding people who like to make fun of Charlie Kirk's death, and I let their employers know what they're up to online. All I do is being like, hey, just so you know, I saw this video that one of your employees put out, thought you might want to see it. And I do not contact the employer ever again. Let's get into it. Lucas from Wisconsin, you're fired. Shelby from North Dakota, you've been fired. Mary from Louisiana, you've been fired. Shauna from California,